Hi, welcome to MemberHub Store, Selling, Fulfilling, and Accounting. My name is Sonia Varela. I'm the Genesee Valley Region Director, and I thank you so much for participating and listening in on this on-demand workshop for the 2021 New York State PTA Convention. The items that we're going to cover include where is your MemberHub store, how to set up a Stripe account, including annual setup for new treasurer, how to sell items in your MemberHub store, payout reports, and store maintenance. So where is your MemberHub store? If you go to your MemberHub platform, see the arrows that indicate where the online store is and where your store settings are. First thing you'll need to do, if it hasn't been done already, is set up your Stripe account. So see the button where indicated. Once you click on the link, you'll have to enter your cell phone number, and you will then enter the verification code that is sent to you via text. Select nonprofit organizations from the drop-down menu for what type of business you are. While setting up your Stripe account, you will need to enter your legal business name. This is the name of your state PTA, not your local PTA. It has to match what the IRS has on record for your EIN. So for New York State, it's going to be PTA New York Congress, followed by your unit number, which is a 5-digit number, 2 digits, which indicate your region, dash, and then your 3-digit unit code, followed by the full name of your PTA unit. But if you need an example of what your legal name is, check what is on your Amazon Smile account is a good indication of what your legal name is. You can enter your local PTA name under the DBA doing business as. Also make sure that you select membership organizations, charities, and social service org for the industry type. You will need to enter your legal representative's information as well, which is typically going to be either your president or your treasurer. This information will be their name, email, officer title, date of birth, mailing address, phone, and social. Sometimes it will only ask for the last 4 digits, but other times it may ask for your full social to further verify your identity. This is the same procedure that you would go through whenever you are included as a signer on a bank account. And it's done for the same purpose, which is the bank regulations, know your customer rules. You also want to be sure to update your Stripe account owner on an annual basis or whenever the current Stripe account owner is removed as a signer on the bank account. See the link on this slide for more details. After setting up your Stripe account, you will need to set up your memberships. Click on memberships and then edit member types. Click new membership. When you first come to the screen, you're going to see your state membership types, and they will have a check in the state member type column. This is already pre-set up according to your bylaws. You can create new customized memberships or just sell these membership types in your store. If you create a custom bundled membership, they will need to select one of these membership types for their membership, since all memberships sold in your state must be one of these membership types. When creating a new membership, you would enter the name, descriptions, and select how many members are in this membership. If you are entering more than one membership, for this customized membership, you will get a message that your price has to be greater than the amount you would pay your state dues for those memberships. For example, if your state dues are $4 per member and you choose to do this membership for 3 members, then you will need to get a message that you will need to charge more than $12 for this bundled membership. Every membership has required fields of name and email, phone, but if you want to create other required fields for membership, you can do that as well on this page. Now that you're set up to take payments, you can also start selling products. Store products is where you now go to add new products to your store. To create a new product, click on New Product. You can also add additional fields to the product like teacher, student name, and so forth. If you have a product that has colors and sizes, you can click on the Add Color Sizes buttons to add a list of options. You can also remove from the list there. So some of the colors and sizes are already pre-done that MemberHub has done for you, and you could just add or modify as needed. Creating a new product works like it did in the previous system, except now in this new system, they have a method for doing inventory tracking. So if you have a set inventory of items that you don't want to oversell, you can set the inventory tracking and then enter the amount of inventory. And once the item is out of stock, It will no longer allow users to add it to their cart. Editing product screen is very similar to the membership editing screen. You would fill in description, price, and such. And you can also allow shoppers to enter a custom price. If you do that, then you can determine what the lowest price they can pay for this product. If you set it at 0, then they can order this item for free and not have to pay at all. Some like to use this as a free registration for an event or something similar. You can put this product into a category as well to keep your store more organized. So the set your price option would be most often used for like an open donation, or as indicated previously, you could use this for an event registration if it was something that you really wanted to set as free. And maybe you wanted to track inventory so you didn't run out of, you didn't sell more tickets than your event capacity. Field name is the name of the information you are wanting to display. For example, if you want a teacher's name, you could enter teacher's name for the field name, and then you could make the field a text field where they would need to type in an answer. I'm going to say that from my personal experience of doing this, if you're wanting to use something for delivery information and you want to be able to sort on it, like a teacher name, do not use the text field, but instead make it a selection or a drop down. Otherwise, if the information is not typed in exactly the same, you won't be able to sort on that particular column. If you're going to turn on inventory tracking, make sure you do so. You do select field for the items that you will be tracking inventory. For example, if you're wanting a custom field for teacher name, but you want them to select from the list and not type teacher name, you would need to make it a multi-select, or else you would need to enter inventory for each teacher for each item. So for teacher, make that a multi-select. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to, if you're doing inventory tracking, you wouldn't be able to do that if you wanted to do a sort based on teacher name. Manage the inventory for a product you created to have inventory tracking. You would go to the screen listing of all products, click on the 3 dots for that product, and then click Manage Inventory. And this is what it would look like. As you can see, the inventory is showing for each color. You would just enter inventory for each color and save. If you sell these products outside of MemberHub and need to update the inventory amount, you would enter minus the number and click adjust, and it will update the inventory amount. If you have someone who needs to trade for a different size, you can remove one from one size and then add one to the inventory for the size returned. The store will allow you to enter cash check payments so that you can have all of your orders in one place. Only a store admin will see this option to enter cash check orders. So to do this, you would go to the online store and then click View Orders. This will show you all of the orders in your store. To add a cash or check order, click on the Add Cash Check Order link at the top left corner. When you click that, it will take you to the live storefront where you can add the items to your cart and then proceed to the checkout screen as though you are the customer. On the checkout screen, you will see the option to record cash check payment. This will only work for the store admin and not just anyone checking out in your store. Only a store admin will have the ability to record a cash or check payment. When you click this option, you will then be able to enter the customer's contact information and then select payment type, cash or check, and complete the order. Once you do that, the order will then appear in your list of orders under the online store View Orders. To view the details for an order, you can click on the order ID. There are 2 ways to accept payments in person through your MemberHub store. The first way is to order a Stripe reader, which was recently released by MemberHub. One thing to keep in mind that if you do use the Stripe reader is it only works currently with an iPhone, iPad. It does not, there's no Android app that you can use for it. And right now it only records the total transaction amount, and it doesn't currently integrate with the store items. So what happens now is you would input the card in the app, in the MemberHub Pay app, you would indicate what the total amount was that was purchased. And then there's like a note section where you include a description of what was purchased. But that is not going to integrate in any of your other store reports as far as like what products were purchased or whatever. It would be a standalone transaction. The second way, and probably way that most units are using it right now, is to create a QR code and have that printed out and available at your table or event. You can create QR codes for your entire store, or for an individual event that you're selling at that particular time. Purchaser would use their mobile device to scan the QR code on their device, and then they would make their purchase on their device for the product or the ticket. And then those transactions that are made via QR code would show up on your order reports as if they were doing it from their own computer at home. Treasurers, you will get weekly deposits to your PTA checking account titled MemberHub Payouts for all orders that you received in your store up to the Wednesday before. In order to identify what orders were counted in this deposit, go to the orders list in your store admin and click Payout Reports. Each payout report has a date and time stamp with it. This will line up with the deposits you receive. The payout report is dated for the Wednesday that the cutoff is made for the orders to go into the deposit. The payout deposit is typically made on Fridays. Payout reports will be exported in a CSV file format. Excel tends to work best when opening these kinds of files. This is an example of a payout report. My practice as a unit treasurer is to remove the columns that are highlighted in gray. They really are not needed, and make sure that the other data is easily viewable on the sheet. Then I add the date of the report and the deposit date at the bottom of the row detail. If the report was longer than just these two entries, I would typically summarize the details like I did on the smaller rectangle shown. The summary information is what I input into the accounting system that the unit uses. Keep a paper or electronic copy of the full payout report for your transaction backup. How to keep your store clean from year to year. Be sure to mark orders as fulfilled when they are delivered. Don't reuse products from year to year. Copy them instead with a year marker. For example, T-shirt 21 for the year 2021 in the name would allow you to easily see how many were purchased during that particular year. It also easily allows you to change sorter information, such as teacher name, without impacting previous orders. You can delete store transactions. Just be sure that you have a paper or electronic backup first, and this is really only recommended after the fiscal year is completed. Anytime you are in the site and you have a question, simply click on the question mark in the lower right corner. You will then see the resource center where you can search help articles for a specific topic, view some guides that walk you through doing different tasks in your site, as well as a quick start checklist. We also, MemberHub also has live chat Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Eastern. That's all the information I have for the MemberHub store. This is an on-demand workshop, so if you have any questions, feel free to utilize the support articles that are available on the MemberHub site, or you can contact me directly at the email address listed on your slide. Thanks for taking time to learn more about the MemberHub store, and I hope this workshop was helpful.